hungry you. I like you. Stand on your feet and meet at least 2-3 persons. Say, neighbor, waiting the hungry you. Also, waiting the hungry you. Say, neighbor, waiting the hungry you. Anyị kwerewo na oge Chukwu ka mma o. Anyị gbachakwa leka uche Chukwu ga-emerịrị. Onye na-eri awọ ya rikwe ka chi nyere nya o. Briefly, I'll be speaking briefly about what I titled hunger. Agony. Agoro. Please, I want you to follow me. I gotta open as brief as I can. God helping me. Hunger. Agoro. Ladies and gentlemen, it is not a bad thing for a man to feel hungry. It is not a bad thing for a woman to feel hungry. By right, every man or woman should be feeling hunger. By right, you should at least once in a while you feel hungry. Even Jesus was hungry in the Bible. Bible says, and Jesus said, Satan said to Jesus, turn stone to be bread. And Jesus said, man can never live by bread alone. These are the 3 things that I'm going to be treating with. 1, hunger of the tummy. 2, the Satan said to Jesus, bow thyself down to me, I will give you the nations of this world. And he said to Satan, yes, thou shalt not bow down to any other god except him. Yes, this is the last one here. I quit arguing with Jesus. They fall from this mountain, for the Bible has said he will give his angels charge over you. Fall, his angels will come and take care of you. He said, thou shalt not tempt the Lord your God. Satan was disappointed, and Satan still left where he was. Now, hear me well. If Satan left Jesus that day, and he is still rolling in this whole world, there is something I want you to understand, that Jesus is God. Bible says he came in the form of a man that we might be saved. Jesus came as a human being. He is God himself. The Bible says he was asked to say, who shall I send? Who will go for us? But the Bible said, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever believe. What happened? Whosoever that believe shall be saved and have what? Eternal life. That means Jesus is the act of God. Jesus is part of God. Jesus is God himself. For God has given him a name that is above every other name, that at the mention of his name, what will happen? Every knee, both in heaven, every knee shall bow. But see, Satan being what he is, Satan came to Jesus. Satan came to Jesus, knowing fully well that Jesus is God. Satan still came to Jesus. For Satan to come to Jesus is a sign of a game, is a sign of trial, is a sign of belief and hope and trust and everything. Satan is a good businessman. Satan, there is one thing about Satan I love so much. Don't look at me that way. The one thing about Satan I love so much, which is Satan can never give up on you. Satan has a heart to try things, knowing that this man is God, but still he believes that if he tries this man will fall. Satan, knowing Jesus, that Jesus is the author and the finisher of our faith, Satan still believed that one day Jesus will fall. Satan, knowing who Jesus is, knowing how and what Jesus can do, Satan was still saying in his mind, I know if I try this man, he must fall. If Satan can try Jesus, you, who are you? If Satan believes that Jesus will fall, you, who are you? If Satan never give up about Jesus, he went to even know that Jesus was in the ministry. Jesus was already fasting and prayer. That means he is highly connected to the superior being. Still, Satan did not give up. Satan still came to him with the first assignment, which is, you are hungry. It is time to do a magic to turn stones to be bread. You have the power, you have the connection, you have everything it takes, you have the money, you have everything around you, you have everything needed to turn stones to bread. Check your bank account, check your connection, check your bakery, check everything around you. You can still turn stones to be bread. Why? A hungry man is an angry man. Ladies and gentlemen, anybody Satan did not kill the day he was born, Satan will wait for you with your stomach. Afford them by yes. Hunger has taken a lot of people to where they don't supposed to be. Hunger has made people to lose what to give people. They like slaves, they like making human beings their flesh, and they are wicked. Egypt, they will allow you to be working for them and they will be eating from you. Egypt, that's what the Bible says. And God saw the tears of his people and he sent a man called Moses. Hear me. It was in the initial background. Check the history of how Egypt entered Israel. It was from Joseph. The brothers of Joseph, they were hungry and they went to Egypt. They saw an offer and they grabbed it. And when they grabbed the offer, it was so sweet. But after everything became very rough. Whenever you are hungry and Satan offers you a food, the food will be very sweet at the beginning. But at the end of it, it will start whipping. Everything you get anyhow must go anyhow. Anything you get anyhow goes anyhow. Now let me tell you something. In the time of hunger, Satan is. Listen, I was telling somebody the other day. What's the person? Most time, my achievement comes when I'm angry. I have never achieved anything when I'm smiling or stupid. When I'm angry, most times, that's when I get my achievement. I don't know who God is talking about here, but there is somebody you are about to make a mistake that will cost you your destiny. Hear me. Hunger is real. Hunger is real. And when you are about to make a mistake that will cost you your life or cost you your generation. And that person, if I were you, I will shut off that hunger in me. Help me again and touch at least 10 persons. Say, neighbor, don't let longer throats kill you. Stand and touch 10 of them. Say, neighbor, don't allow longer throats to kill you. I say, amen. A girl woke up early morning and said, I must make it. You see, this year, I must make it. He said, away and away. Anything I see, what I know, I must make it. This girl, the day she decided to make it, Satan brought a proposal to her. And she made friends that led her into prostitution. And they said to her, we are going to Ghana. Ghana. Do you know they traveled to Ghana? This girl traveled to Ghana. Listen. You only may at the initial stage. Anything you start doing, any business, anything you put on the today, you have to water at the beginning. You know very well. For I know very well, without a trial, there cannot be a temptation. Everything worketh together for good. And if anything is real, anything that is real, Satan must make sure you get discouraged of that thing first. But it is only few that will hold on to what God has said to them. They are the ones that last in it. But few will give up. Hey, if people say, I don't say, every time problem. If people say, God, no one can be here, they will turn back. Any day you give up is the day Satan is happy over you. If you give up, Satan will start clapping hands for you. But a man that is consistent in what he's looking for can never be left behind. What am I trying to say? Hear me very well. This lady after one day start torture by all means. He made things, and all of a sudden I put one guy to Ghana. Over there in the Ghana, over 7 weeks in Ghana. On Ghana one day, a man took her for a business they were doing. In the night, after he slept with the man, she did not die, but the man died. Why the man died? This girl ran away from Ghana to Nigeria. The people who owns the hotel, police in Ghana arrested them, the host and everybody. They started making an investigation. When this girl noticed that this man is dead, this girl is a choir mistress in the church. She have released an album in Nigeria. A very spiritual and heavy song that most of you may have it to your house. Because she thought that life was so raw, she entered into prostitution. She went over there in Ghana, and after sleeping with the man, she even left everything, both the money of the man, everything, and ran away. But for Satan to have his way, a staff in the same hotel entered the place and stole the man's phone, stole the man's money and some currencies, and the man just came back from Israel to Ghana to come and see the family. He slept, passed a night that day with this girl, and everything document about the man was still intact, but the money, the phone, everything left. But this girl ran away. The next 2 days she ran back to Nigeria and deleted people's number, changed a phone, and disguised himself. After 2 months later, they went to the hotel where she used to lodge with her friends. The girl from Nigeria, she Ghana, Furia from Nigeria. Within this, before this NSAS of a thing, but Nigeria, the brothers are Hunde Brano Hamana Onyo Hiri, which in Ghana that died, was a military man that didn't matter. The man had to just the man with glory. The man died. I threw this girl from Ghana, but Nigeria, with some group of men. Nigeria. At the spot, they shot 2 of the brothers. They died at the spot. They demolished the house of this family that same day, and they carried this girl back to Ghana. Since that time till now, only God knows if the girl is alive or not. Do you know when the girl went to Ghana? That was on Friday, last week Friday, that the mother called me and was crying. He said, Daddy, Chiboza Batala. He said, Chiboza wo onye gwara msoga lungwa mo ha bo living ha bo robra. They took an oath that none of them will separate, that they marry themselves. They knew themselves from childhood, and they vowed they will marry themselves. Chibuzo traveled, and Chibuzo was not having money again. Everything turned against Chibuzo. Nobody was ready for Chibuzo. It was when this girl was arrested, has demolished, 2 brothers were killed, that God blesses Chibuzo, that Chibuzo came back, and the girl was nowhere to be found. There are decisions you take in hunger that may affect you. Came in Imo State, that when you go to hostel fee, no money to do anything. Yeah, and then you want to need 2 runs. And I come now, go help you. Come now, go introduce you. I get America. Yeah, the girl was still saying, I'm a virgin, I will not do this. And God condemns this, God condemns. No matter what you are, no matter what you call yourself, evil communication corrupt good manners. As long as you are in this world, so group of people nataji one day igatawaji. And I God said or God will not say. One day igataji make you want to get taji. You will start pretending among them first. This girl, one day his friends are got their runs. They came back, how joined the friends. How much they pay on her? He said, they gave me 15K, 10K, 20K. The girl said, no. These people are doing a rubbish. If I see any man that can give me 100,000 naira now, I'll be very happy. While the friends went out, they were hanging out. And one of the young men who the phone of the friend, named Skroya, and who pictured this girl. The friend asked, who is this girl? This guy asked, no, this girl don't do this, This girl like show, name me one. Don't name me kind of thing. But the girl need money. The guy say, yeah, who give you 100,000? No guy like it. I said, what this girl? I'm 100,000. I convinced the girl. See, I get one brother who say, "What give you 100,000?" Say, come. I gave you the 100,000. Do you know that? Chidime had them. Chidime Zuzu no. Be at the hotel. Hang a child out. Watch him. They get asked an angle in my air. Only to check them. The guy will hang out tomorrow. How they put from Stream of Ice. From Stream of Ice, that snap. From snap, how about beer? From beer, how about the spirit? From spirit, how about the champagne? And they put from nursery school. Stream of Ice. Stream of Ice. Although she put for her own. She entered the hotel. That's no, brother, I cannot do this. But they told me this, they told me that. He said, I will give you 100,000. The boy had dropped like 20K first. Say, take this 20,000 to recharge your phone. But after this deal, I will give you 100,000. Hey, me that the girl is Simba. I have never done it before. If not the condition we are into, my mother is suffering, my father is suffering. See, in fact, I am the one training myself in school. Only this attachment I used to hawk in the hostel have been the thing helping me. Please, brother, don't do this thing with me. Just give me the money. The man I say you're very stupid. Oh, you came to the hotel to sleep with me and collect 100,000. I will not touch you. Is that how it's done? Come on, get out from here. They say, yeah, brother. I said, okay, brother, please, okay, no, do what you want to do. The man now slept with her, and the man discovered that she was a virgin. The man said, wow, you never told me I was telling you I'm a virgin. He said, I don't believe it before, but now I believe. You're a decent girl. They exchanged number. They started talking. He said, please talk to me. The girl came back to the house that day and was shedding tears and was crying. Say, oh, what I've had not to do, I couldn't do it again. What I've had not to do, I see myself doing it again. And she took the money. Yes, she took the money, and that time she was happy. She paid her rent and settled the bill she settled. At the first stage, on her to go to first, she said that she was like, she's free from everything. But in her mind, not her friends told her, come on, leave that thing. Not that happened. She tried to leave that mindset, and she changed her phone number. That the young man was calling and calling. The young man fell in love with her. Now, what's in her phone? Not on her phone. This girl was not picking. For example, this girl had blocked her on her Facebook, blocked her on her WhatsApp, blocked, changes the number. 5 years later, this girl met another young man. Two of them started moving after 2 years. And the man said, I want to marry you. They went and saw their people, made some things. Now this man that gave me. She gets the date of the traditional wedding. This young man was in a wedding a month before the wedding day. Hana plan na kukashi. The one here say, everything was going well. The man said, let us leave our family house. Let us go and lodge in the hotel and plan well. But that's okay. They went to the hotel. One fateful Wednesday afternoon, this man about the girls here, I want to go and bring my brothers. And I told you they are not in Nigeria. All of them travel. 3 of them just came in. Let me go to the airport and bring them and come. Just go to Jevnik, go here, buy food and buy this and bring it back. We are coming. Yaga airport, got pick back to the hotel. Immediately this girl entered the hotel. This one other man of them saw the girl. Oh, hey, no be you. I said, who are you? Yeah, Tono. Because the girl was afraid with Yiri. Yeah, Tono. Hey, brother, God bless you. Now this girl I tell you on her phone not this way. Say, I don't see girl why I go marry. She be a shower and I don't sleep with her, but I still love her like that. This girl blocked my number. Do this. Which I bet the girl. The girl said, who are you? He said, not be Chinema. Hey. Obi made the girl. Vroom. This is what happened years ago. But on man, after some time, the thing will tell on him, on her. Yes, no, I don't know you. The girl will say, you know how will you feel that girl when you want marry, your younger brother will tell you, say, if it's like, oh, I shower, make it lie. Feel that I'm working a cash these days. Those days all wine, but to go working. That's why who ladies say they want a sense. Okay, but that happen. They don't feel shame about it. That's hey, how about this? This girl now the girl I tell you now this girl I told to America hey this girl on that night I want to hey half you know see or you in the resina I want in the radio oh today we go eat yeah on na hey we go contract you now you go cook on the wedding day baba oh man here one near chelo yeah turn us one year say yeah one ale just hey no folly. The girl was up. I want to get that day sege. It may be me humble. Here my first time. Because now he was shirike. Man buy into that. And Chineke bear me witness. It was my first time of doing it. And see what you have done to me. Yes, please, I'm sorry. I never know you are the one that want to marry my brother. But do you know that day the marriage was cancelled? Till today, the girl is still single. Till today, only small hunger of house rent and school fees have led her. One day I was doing evangelism around Mimi. I was so hungry that day. Must let me go and eat indomie like Mimi side. When I got the Husi girls, I was sitting down with a brother, a pastor with me. We were sitting there. Two girls came to me and said, hey, bros, have fun now. The weather is cool now. You carry me, make your brother carry this one. And so when I be good, so I be with you. That's bros, now don't be like that. Bros. And so what do you want? I said, bros, we're hungry. I have to give them, pay for the food, eat. I said, hey, bros. I don't go collect my charger. Will they go? Will the phone like they go at once? I said, how much? I said, just give 10,000. I said, you know, collect 335. I said, bros, nah. This after 11, nah. This time don't go. You go sleep outside. I don't go for. I'll meet you here. I'll change my mind. 335. Okay, two of you 6,000. Bros, don't be so now. Bros, you be big man. See you now. See I should be. Bros. Don't say you go. You no go. The other, my pastor number says, bros, you the present too much. 500. The girl will change. Yeah, see the craze. Yeah, you the para. He said 500. You know if you know what to go. How bag the bacha. So when I now called them to, because people were not looking, maybe with 5,000 naira that she has to take. Just go. But let me ask you a question. This thing you are doing now, imagine you coming to my family tomorrow to marry my younger brother, and I see you that you are an ashawo. What do you think that will happen? I said, bros, forget that thing. Now people like us that they marry a better husband. I say, no problem. When I spoke to this girl became worried. So at least one of them have traveled. One of them, one of them is the one that changed this curtain. 400,000. Only her did this in 400,000. One of them can't make travel. The other one herself. The first one by the church on the old side. She came back and she became my worker and even my usher today. What am I trying to say? You don't make a decision. You are a prostitute today. Don't say because of Nigeria. Oh, it has been hungering you before. Oh, hunger has made people to put their hands where they don't supposed to put their hands. Get me again. Ekwensu can make you very hungry and makes you believe that nobody can bring food for you except the one you can do by yourself. Hunger made a man called Esau to sell his birthright. There are people today, they can never have a child again. Many of them can never even marry again. Why? They are because of hunger, of fashion, hunger of what this or that, hunger of wanting to do that. They have sold their womb. They have sold their stars. They have sold their destinies. A girl I gave prophecy last year said you will marry. Do you know, I was surprised. She called me a few weeks ago and telling me that, Daddy, good afternoon. I said, how are you? How is your husband? Daddy, I never marry you. Why? Daddy, you don't understand. She left the church. She don't communicate again. Hunger made her during December period. Yeah, one guy on Facebook. Oh, now this guy, because hunger of marriage made her. She did a lot of things with the guy. Omana only all the gay with was a married man, and Onya made sure you everything. Yeah. And the funny thing, most of them can be very stupid. When you see them, they met the man today, and they'll start snapping picture, posting on Facebook. You will hear, see my boo, see my boo boo, see my boo boo boo. Man, I hear Zimado. Now the children can be in the man when they have anything two of them have done. Only God knows. But one early morning, the woman that married the real owner of the man, that's why someone is here. All these men neighbor in the media and all much about chicken. You want to get red-handed. All this man neighbor in the media, you think that your wife don't know? Your wife know. They are just waiting for you the day they will catch you red-handed. And how you may be surprised. They will start from the girl before they can tell you. Why? Fear them. Remember, when God created man and woman, who did God spoke to? Who did God speak to now? Did God speak to Eve? Who spoke to Eve? So when you are dealing with your wife, remember that Satan is by the side. If your wife decides to deal with you, Satan go sit down, go to learn walk. That's why be very, very careful. This man, this wife started suspecting the husband. When they get a call, here you put number. Okay. The man actually more smart. Or man at the wife is smarter than him. Yeah, when the girl asks, okay, no problem. Okay. They follow the thing small. Compare number the girl. For her own younger brother, he set the girl up. While the girl was coming into the place, this woman they with acid from nowhere. What this lady, this beautiful girl, warrior seed, acid or warrior damage who the girl. You can from her eyes and see from her nose and see her eyes. Everything her ear is will condemn warrior. This girl that was a celebrity, big boss, whatever, big butos, whatever, and everything. She now became a beggar, a wheelchair at St. Paul's Cathedral. Every day, but before now, it was not there. Hunger of a man to marry me. She dabbled into Satan's trap, and Satan grabbed her. Tongues turned to be bread. A man called me this morning and said, man of God, I am not a Christian. He said, man of God, I am not a Christian. This morning, can you imagine? I am not a Christian. I am not a Muslim. I don't believe in religion. Man of God, I don't believe in religion. But since I started watching you online, something in me start loving you. Man of God, I heard you are thanking God this Sunday. Say yes. He said, I am based in US. I am going to send my own Thanksgiving offering. Now say, okay, no problem. Send me account number. My banqueting. Do you know, already 3 minutes on the phone, he went on WhatsApp and waiting for account number. The way he was not disturbing. Many have voice to say, please, just, I want to be sure of who he is. Mother, please, who are you? And why are you asking for account number? Go online, you will go to any of our program, you will see our face account number. Yes, okay, man of God. He now introduced himself. He told me what happened to him when he was at Mbidi. What happened, what religion, and then everything. That he traveled and he don't believe anything called church. But After I finished, you have been listening to me for some time. That even when they were fighting me, that he was one of the people who even fought me that period. But here, that thing made me start listening to me, and he start seeing points. That was the day he discovered that I was not fighting against Biafran, that I was only saying that our Igbo brothers should stop dying. Master, I cannot fight against Imra. Nobody can fight a revolution and win. I cannot fight a revolution. This is our Biafran land. That was the day he discovered that I was not fighting against Biafran, that I was only saying that our Igbo brothers should stop dying. Master, I cannot fight against Imra. Nobody can fight a revolution and win. I cannot fight a revolution. This is our Biafran land. The man of God, I understood you today. But sir, I want to follow you. I want to do my own Thanksgiving. Master, okay, I have had you. Send a number. I refuse to send it.